Hey everybody, good evening. It's Sharing Wellness Promoting Health Wednesday. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July and were able to get out and see fireworks if that's what you wanted to do. I don't know about you, but I'm really thankful for our independence and our freedom and thinking of all those people who serve to give us that. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about heart health. I seem to talk about heart health a lot, and the reason is because it remains to be the leading cause of death in most civilized nations. And fortunately, much of what people believe about preventing heart disease needs a little bit of an update. So some warning signs that you may be having some heart issues is gum disease, varicose veins and hemorrhoids, metabolic syndrome and diabetes, and high blood pressure. Some of the signs are fatigue, pressure, and shortness of breath. You know, if you feel like you don't want to do any physical activity, or you get really winded with minor exertion, or you feel pressures or pain in your chest, or you tend to think you're sweating a little more than you should be sweating. And face, tongue, and nail analysis, they say you could have a little red bulbous tip on your nose, or small red veins in your nose, a vertical crease in your left earlobe, a bright red tip on your tongue, or actually a red pointed tongue. There's also some blood tests you can do that can give you a heads up if you're heading towards some heart problems. High fasting blood glucose, hemoglobin A1C, because blood sugar and heart disease are closely related. Also, if you have high cholesterol triglycerides, that also puts you at greater risk. C-reactive protein, which measures inflammation in the body, and homocysteine and fibrinogen, which is your risk for blood clots. So one of the things you can do is eat a lot more antioxidants. Antioxidants are great at reducing inflammation, oxidation, and arterial plaque throughout the body. When we have too much of the bad stuff, plaque can form in our arteries in a response to inflammation, trying to act as a protective mechanism, but then later on causing problems. So eating antioxidants, lots of berries like blueberries, blackberries, goji berries, raspberries are super high in antioxidants. So eat a cup of berries if you have varicose veins, spider veins, or inflamed gums. That may help you. And it also will help reduce inflammation throughout the body, including cardiovascular inflammation, and protect your arteries. Some supplements you can take that are really promote heart health are CoQ10, turmeric with curcumin, mangosteen, alpha-lipoic acid, acai berry, hawthorn, and bilberry. You also want to make sure that you focus on eating healthy fats. Hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated vegetable oils, margarine, shortening, deep fried foods, fats and processed foods are not heart healthy fats. You want to eat good fats like extra virgin olive oil, the fats found in cold water fish, organic butters and creams, and certain dairy products that come from a good source. Eggs, nuts, avocados, olives, organic coconut oil. Those are all healthy fats. There's also supplements, vitamins and fatty acid supplements. So your fat-soluble vitamins are A, D3, E, and K2, healthy for the body. And your fatty acid supplements like omega-3, DHA, and fish oil. Like I said, blood sugar and heart disease are kind of close duos, because if you have a high fasting glucose or a high A1C, you're at greater risk for heart disease than even if you have high cholesterol, because it creates inflammation throughout the body that can begin deteriorating the structure. So if you can lower your blood sugar, you may also balance that risk and the inflammation. So watch your sugar. So reduce your glycemic load. You hear that a lot in blood sugar. So you want to avoid refined carbohydrates like refined sugar, high fructose corn syrup, white flour, white rice, because those goes straight to sugar through the digestion, and reduce like high carb foods like your grains, potatoes, and sugary fruits. A lot of people use cinnamon or fenugreek, chromium, berberine to help balance blood sugars. You also want to make sure that you improve your blood flow and circulation. And nitric oxide, you'll see a lot of supplements out there that say they contain nitric oxide because it dilates the arteries and it helps the arteries improve blood flow and reduce cardiovascular inflammation. So there's a lot of supplements with nitric oxide and lots of supplements you can take to improve blood flow, magnesium or other relaxing herbs like olive leaf, lobelia. Some stimulating herbs that add a little heat like capsicum, garlic, cinnamon. And then there's a lot of formulas out there with beetroot and arginine and some vitamins that promote nitric oxide. You also want to become active and make sure that you stay active and you get regular exercise. You know, our heart and our lungs are actually muscles and they need to be worked. So exercise increases the blood flow to the heart and all throughout the body. It strengthens your heart because it's a muscle so that it pumps more blood with less effort. It can help with blood sugar levels. It helps with weight loss. It actually helps you reduce stress emotionally as well as physically. It increases nitric oxide production and it can help manage your blood pressure. So when you're increasing exercise, you want to make sure you pace yourself. Don't go up there and try to overdo it. Especially if you're out of shape and you're not used to exercising, you want to start slowly and gradually increase your time and intensity. You want to focus on more low stress exercises like walking or swimming. And again, helpful supplements would be CoQ10, magnesium, or drinks with red beetroot and supplements that promote that. It's also really important as you go through heart health to manage your stress because emotions affect the health of our heart. People with very aggressive, angry personalities, they say, are more prone to heart disease. Workaholics have a higher risk of heart disease than people who are more easygoing. And many people who have close ties to family and friends are less likely to have a heart attack and have a greater chance of recovery if they do have one because of that emotional bond. So there's a lot of Bach flower remedies that can help with anger, like calendula, snapdragon, impatiens, and vine. And if you are suffering from a broken heart or grief, you can take a look at California wild rose or herbicana or golden eardrops. So stress actually raises blood pressure and heart rate, which are risk factors for heart disease. So you want to counteract the effects of stress by deliberately taking time to relax and enjoy life. So as Stephen Horn would say, you want to pamper yourself with the pleasure prescription. So do something, what that means is do something that you enjoy and you find relaxing, like taking a vacation, a small trip, a drive, get a massage, take a walk out in nature, get together with a friend, those kind of things. And adaptogens, which help your body deal with stress, can also help with your heart function because it's going to help your body cope with stress better. So those would be things like B-complex vitamin, ashwagandha, holy basil. And there's also lots of supplements that you can take that support overall heart health, like CoQ10, because it helps the body with oxidative stress, enhancing energy, reducing inflammation, and they say it strengthens the heart in people who have previously had a heart attack. Hawthorn is an herb that's had an affinity for the heart for years, and it strengthens your heart and promotes heart health, kind of like a tonic for the heart. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation throughout the body, help reduce the risk of heart disease, and make your cell membranes more pliable. And that's found in ocean fish, grass-fed meat, and dairy, and many nuts. L-carnitine is found primarily in red meat, and that actually transport fatty acids to be metabolized for energy. It improves energy production and oxygen utilization throughout the heart. It helps increase the energy of the heart, and very helpful for improving heart health. Magnesium is another supplement that helps the body relax, aids in energy production, and can reduce the risk of heart attacks and stress. Capsicum's a very warming herb. You know, when you think of capsicum, you think of like a cayenne pepper. And it's really good at stimulating circulation and improving blood flow naturally because of its heat. It helps normalize circulation and reduces inflammation. Garlic is another herb that can help lower your blood pressure or help overall with heart health. Some say it can reduce plaque and stimulate blood flow. Vitamin E helps prevent clotting, keeps everything flowing a little smoother. And they say people who take more vitamin E actually have less risk for heart disease. And then good old vitamin D3 has so many benefits for the body, reducing the risk of heart disease. And it's interesting to know that heart attacks are actually more prevalent in the winter months when people are more deficient in vitamin D3. And vitamin D3 helps reduce the inflammation in the body that's involved in plaque formation. So I hope you find those tips helpful for keeping your heart healthy, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.